Welcome to the 5th Annual Creative Mental Health Forum, May 2025. Over 4 days, therapists, artists, educators and community members gathered on BoonWurrung country in the coastal town of Inverloch, Australia, to explore how creativity, community and collective care can reshape mental health and well-being.
My name's Dan O'Halloran and I'm the photographer and videographer. Hello.
Thanks, everyone. Fill your heart.
Hello, my name is Sonia Weston. This is my 4th year to Creative Mental Health Forum. This weekend was on BoonWurrung country, on Inverloch country, which is also known as Inverloch country, which is river peoples. Due to language stuff, we're sort of learning that this ain't Inverloch country, that it is Inverloch. So yeah, we sit on that today, and it's a really special place for me because it's my home and it's my people and it's my descendancy. So it's special to have you all here. I love it. Yeah. I think it helps me myself with my own mental health, and I actually feel safe in the spaces when I come and do welcomes. As yesterday I was quite anxious because I was late, but it didn't matter to me because of the people I was with. So yeah, it's just being with people that are similar to myself and understanding me and listening to what they say because they are therapists, and it gives me the opportunity to understand myself.
My name is Freya and I'm a she/her pronouns and I live on Gubbi Gubbi land. I guess it's just a fantastic way to connect to a community of therapists. I was also really excited to be able to share research that I was doing with a broader community of, I guess, my peers. And I just found the way it's organised and promoted, I found Carla really approachable and accessible and just really open to also including people who are quite different.
All you need is love. All you need is love.
I'm Carla Van Laar. I'm a creative arts therapist. I live here in beautiful Inverloch, in beautiful BoonWurrung country.
Having Carla as in our community, and we do a lot together, and I think these weekends are really important, and I would love to see more happen, and hopefully in future tap into more Indigenous workers that are working within our system to come and attend these forums. Because, yeah, Carla's do an amazing job, and that relationship that it creates between us all when we're all here.
How can you get so intimate so quickly? It just goes to show that this particular framework, whatever Carla's done, and I know it's not just Carla, it's a collective, but has created that soft landing place so that you can become raw and naked.
Yeah, very fast.
Yeah.
I am Anuradha Achari from Nepal, and I'm so happy to be here in your country. It's beautiful. Yeah.
What's your job in Nepal?
I'm a psychologist and also a human rights activist.
Psychologist and human rights activist.
Yeah.
You're amazing.
Thank you.
Yeah.
You are also.
I think community plays a really fundamental role in enhancing well-being for mental health especially, just because the idea of being inside or outside of inclusion has a really potentially isolating impact, which has somewhat negative consequences at times. Whereas being included in community makes you feel represented. I think the opportunity to see yourself reflected in others helps you feel connected to others.
When you're in a group of people that are all the same, you just feel safe, and you can be yourself and you can express yourself and you can do it however you want. And yeah, and that's why I like being a part of it, and I look forward to it every year. And I have from the start, but this is the first time I've said, no, I want to do the whole weekend. Yeah, I want to be a part of it and participate.
Well, my name is Lee, and I travelled to Inverloch yesterday to connect with my peers, to connect with like-minded people, to find a retreat for myself, to be inspired, to feel my creative well, to share experiences with other creative therapists, Yeah, and just really to find connection.
Hi, I'm Kim Wren. I'm an art and equine therapist, nature-based in Launching Place in the Yarra Valley. This is my 5th forum, so I've come to all of them so far. And inspiration and connection. It's fantastic to just be with like-minded people.
It's incredible how it doesn't feel like a conference.
Yeah, it feels mostly self-care. Absolutely.
Yeah, but yet I've walked away with more than I would at any conference. Yeah. Because it's inside. It's not. What is it? It's almost like not reportable.
No, words can't describe what happened.
No.
The highlight for me is that I don't have to explain what I do in my profession. It's just known amongst a group of people who they know what I do and I know what they do, and there's something incredibly comforting in that, in a profession that can often feel very isolating and misunderstood.
Some of the reasons that I really was so happy and excited to have Anurata participating is because she was able to share about the work that she and her team are doing in Nepal with people who are survivors of sex trafficking and exploitation, and working with them, but also working to prevent that problem, to prevent it from happening, and using the creative approaches like creative healing, creative education, creative psychosocial awareness, and all sorts of different ways, right?
I'm working with the sex trafficking survivors and sexually abused children. I know many in Nepal. So, like integrating creative approach, it's really helpful for me and also for the client to speak up about this and talk about this rather than asking traditional questions to them. So I find it very the easiest way to work with the survivors. So I have been doing this for like 16 years now. Then it's easier for me to integrate different creative approach, art, like others, dance, other forms of creative approach. Then it's easier for me to talk to them, to involve with them, and having like good build the relationship with them. So this is how I'm working, and this will be helpful for me future also.
Hearing about that work for everyone who's here is really inspiring, and it's hearing those inspiring stories from each other that helps to keep us strong, and it gives us hope and helps us to carry on when things get hard, because sometimes this work gets hard.
At the heart of this forum is community. In a world where healing is so often reduced to replicable interventions, billable units, and treating isolated symptoms, the practitioners here have remembered another way. Diversity is celebrated. Participants bring different paths yet discover common ground. The stories shared weave a fabric of solidarity stronger than any single thread.
So far, this being the third forum that I've been to, I think the highlight is the people. It's making new connections and catching up with, old connections.
What's been really amazing is even people I'd never even talked to or spoken to before, there's this sense of community and acceptance, and it's sort of a shared bravery. So for example, when we walked into the water, so many of us would never have gone in that temperature of water, but walking in holding hands, it was like, it just gave you the sense of collective bravery that comes from the whole rather than the individual. And so it just wasn't even optional to not want to do it. And so it was so exciting.
So and it really helps me as well. So it's like a bit of a therapy weekend, and it is actually like that retreat, because you've got a lot of people that you can open up to, and even from the first song, I was trying to do Warapa, and tears are rolling down my face because it was something that triggered me. But the way I dealt with it, because it gave me goodness, because it was the song that we played when we buried my son, and it sort of just sat there, and then it just went, and then because I could be myself. It didn't matter that I was crying. It didn't matter. It didn't matter how I was feeling. There was everybody around you could feel their energy. So yeah, it's that understanding and knowing that there's an alternative.
I'm Paula. I'm an art therapy student. I was actually sponsored to come 2 years ago, and I need this. I need this because I feel safe within the community of creative therapies. I can just feel freely inward and know that I'm safely held, and it just is amazing.
It's all here. It's like a big smorgasbord of love.
Yeah.
In a professional way, though.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
And if not now, when? You know.
That's right. Yeah.
If not now, when?
Yeah. And it's not the end. I think
No.
it's just the I think it is. Yeah. I'm literally.
It's just part
newborn
of the story.
Now, so, yeah.
It's only the beginning. It's the only thing that there's just too little love.
I'm Megan. This is my third creative mental health forum, and I originally came for the same reason. I graduated and now I'm in my second year, so I think it's a really good opportunity to reflect on where you are in your journey and just go, and then also build those relationships where you consolidate. You go, I remember you, Moo. Yeah, how cool, what a great moment we had, and how strong your relationships become, and then when you get to see each other, it wouldn't even feel like that long ago. And then we can catch up and fill each other in on where we're at now. So I think it's really great. Yeah, absolutely.
The Welcome to Country and being in that place, there was adaptations for our needs. Like, my needs were respected and I was still able to be included. And then things just emerged that we needed in those moments. And so all of the venues and all of the spaces have been extremely inclusive and really open. So inclusivity is not about having every single one of your needs met. It's about having people really open to the fact that your needs exist and then allowing you to make them be met. And this has been a forum that I think has really done that and has been very open to everyone making a contribution. Look, I see creativity having huge impacts on people in my work. Sometimes it's just offering alternative communication systems where somebody can feel completely heard and seen, being able to express themselves and come to know something that is inside them that they just didn't think they had. Like, they're so used to other people being experts and other people telling them what they should know, that to discover that answers to questions lie inside them is so powerful. And sometimes it's only through working with materials that comes. I'll use anything. I've done dance parties to Metallica in people's houses. I've worked with sticks. I've worked with wax, and I've worked in gardening with people and constructing miniature spaces, for example, in an abandoned bird cage. Honestly, I've worked probably across any material because I think everything can be creative, and any kind of connection, and whatever that is for somebody, is the right thing for them to be working with.
Hi, my name's Lindy Snyder and I'm also an equine and arts therapist working from the Yarra Valley. This is my third forum that I've attended here, and I just love coming to Inverloch and being part of the sea, living in the mountains. It gives us a real sense of nature there, but it's always lovely to come and just have a different scape and feel the land differently.
I'm Erin McCrory. I'm a creative and experiential therapist. I'm often in an outdoor setting, usually a garden setting. So in my work, I don't really just think of it as a setting though. It's very much like a third force in the therapeutic relationship, where the nature itself plays a role in a kind of partnership between myself as the therapist and the participant. And when we're in that setting, it seems that we sort of land into a more relaxed, authentic, grounded sense of ourselves. So I really think of nature as a part of co-creating the therapeutic process, yeah.
I'm very passionate about equine therapy particularly because I feel like it brings people into a space where they can be seen and heard in a different way, and so it transcends a lot of the verbal kind of dialogue that often happens in therapeutic settings. And we often find, particularly for children or people in the disability sector, that allows them to express themselves in a different way. When I hear my clients come in and they just announce on arrival that they feel differently just being on the land, particularly if they live in suburban areas and they come out to visit us, then that healing is very palpable, and it's actually really easy, but it's often something people don't give themselves the opportunity to do. So we're very grateful that we get the opportunity to give people space to explore into that. Working that way has really enriched my practice, and it certainly, I think, enriches the lives of the people that come to visit us.
I think sometimes when you ask about animal therapy, how that helps, is that it can sometimes give people, if they learn about the animals, a different way to view themselves. So if you're learning how a horse sees something, it gives you a different idea of, oh, if they see it like that, maybe I could see it in a different way.
Through creative and experiential workshops, the landscape of mental health care is reimagined. These practices are not new. They are ancient forms of healing carried into the present. On country, art, music, drama, movement, and play reawaken ways of knowing that have long been underutilized, yet endure because they speak to the body, heart, and spirit.
I think creative arts therapy is incredibly helpful for people who are neurodivergent, and it doesn't matter where they sit in that space of neurodivergence, but the idea that you can create something that reflects maybe an entire world that you live in, or that allows you to communicate beyond the limitation of words. To have dedicated time and space for you to do something self-determined is really, really powerful for people when they're neurodivergent, because I think a lot of the time it's assumed what people will mean, rather than having the ability to just really have an open exploration of what it is they're trying to say, and that doesn't limit them to the words that are available.
Going back to even childhood stuff of when I was actually never spoke, because I didn't see the need to speak because no one listened to me anyway, so I didn't speak.
The creative therapies have had a profound impact on both my personal and professional path. Growing up with dyslexia and other co-occurring conditions, I struggled a lot in school, not just with literacy, but with emotional confusion and the stress that came from feeling misunderstood. So I didn't finish school and I had no clear sense of direction, but creativity was always a private outlet for me, a place I turned to for comfort and regulation. And as I got older, I used creative practices, including movement and art, to soothe anxiety and manage my nervous system. You know, I failed my first assessment in my Masters of Creative Arts Therapy, but I completed my Masters with a high distinction. So while creative arts therapy just didn't help me find a vocation, it gave me a voice, a way to thrive in education, and a method of expression that felt authentic. My lived experience is a constant reminder of how powerful and accessible creative therapies can be for those who struggle to express themselves in traditional ways.
What emerges is clear. Creative practices support mental health and well-being. However, their true power lies in the relationships and communities that hold them. This is not work to be fragmented or commodified. It is living collective care.
And you can sing it to the person next to you, and you can sing it to yourself. And it goes like this. I will hold you every day, and I will love you in every way. I'll sit in the sun to every word you have to say. I will hold you every day.
the creative approaches build connection, and they build relationship, and they build trust and safety. And so, you know, that happens here between our community members, but it happens when we work with other people in ways that, I mean, the arts are incredible with their capacity to connect. That's what art is for. It connects us with each other's stories and heart to heart.
Even telling the stories, we can connect with each other.
Yeah.
So this is the beauty of creative artwork.
Yeah.
And I will hold you every day.
The togetherness, I suppose, if we're doing it together as community and being seen doing it, it's like the same as us with our culture, is people don't understand it, or they don't understand alternative therapy and how therapeutic it is for us, and how it is actually really does sit with you properly, and it helps you heal from your traumas and the things that you're carrying with you and you can't express, and it helps you do that. And so in our community as an Aboriginal people, as more people knowing that those services are out there, it'd be so much better, because Indigenous people and Aboriginal people are the same as me, and we have not only these disabilities and these struggles that we struggle with in life, as Aboriginal people we do. So we've got this two-pronged, you're not normal, you're different. So having other people understand and having public stuff where people are aware that what's going on within our communities and understanding it, and maybe in time come and being parts of it. Like we have local people here this weekend, which is their first year, but having that and being aware of that and knowing that that's there is really, really important, because it connects us, and it's about that connection to who we are, and it's just quite similar to the way we connect when we connect to country and how we feel about country. So that, and I think it's really important.
And you can feel into what you need to feel into.
Yeah.
And you can be held in that, because a lot of the content we're exploring is touching our hearts.
Yeah.
And we're all wounded healers, I suppose, in a way.
That's right, yeah.
And we're doing it because of that. So you're going to get, triggered perhaps, and we're there to hold each other. That's the collective care, isn't it?
It's been really fascinating for me, because I guess of quite a few of the people who are present, but I've never met any of them in person. So I've met them in online social spaces, or I've studied with them online, but I'd never had the opportunity to kind of share space.
I just wanted to actually physically connect rather than just be on a Facebook group. And I'm really curious about how do we do this? How do we continue the student, go from student to professional? I want to be around midwives that would help me, get to this next stage, because it's a scary world out there. As soon as I got here was an instant kind of, my people. It's kind of, okay.
Absolutely.
I'm not going to have to explain who or what or how.
No way.
Yeah.
So
Or
great.
Or why.
You can just be.
Yeah, you can just be.
Yeah.
And held in that.
Yeah.
Which is really beautiful.
We help each other, and we know what we're looking for, and it's just so fluid, isn't it?
I think it's the epitome of collective care, I think.
Yeah. Collective care.
I see it as profoundly important. For me, it's a no-brainer. A community, just for example, having an art group that somebody who has lived experience of mental ill health can attend to every week. It's the art is the glue, but there's so many other things that benefit out of that experience, like connection for people, for structure during their week, a sense of belonging, a sense of sharing, being able to help each other with their stories, feeling that there's some purpose as well. So I definitely believe that mental health and the creative therapies, they go hand in hand, most definitely. And that's not just from my perspective, that is definitely from every person that I've ever worked with will say that.
Yes, Queen!
It's a safe place here, isn't it?
Yeah,
it's a safe place.
Yeah.
We're a safe place with safe people that could hold that. It was an honour to hold.
It's hard to find, I think.
Yeah,
It's an honour, and it was brilliant. It's just profound.
Yeah.
There's just too much to take away, and I don't know if I can put words to it. It's just all in here, and it feels yum.
Yeah.
This is good.
I think the fact that we're here on country though as well, that is the huge companion of the whole weekend. Is that it held us as well.
The whole ecology. The
So,
whole
yeah.
ecology,
Yeah.
isn't it?
So to take
It's
that
everything.
away, it's in here
Yeah,
now.
it's so much.
Everything.
And so whereas here I think it's more of a network that we need to use to help each other.
River is flowing, flowing and growing. The river is flowing down to the sea. Mother Nature carries me.
This gathering is more than professional development. It is a quiet revolution. By standing together in creativity and care, we resist systems that isolate and instead nurture ecosystems that connect us with each other, our communities, and the earth that sustains us.
Just that creative arts therapist or creative therapist to, keep the conversation going with different people that they network with, sharing resources, making connections with people in their community, finding ways to engage community as well, broadening the experience of what the creative therapies are and how beneficial that they can be as well, so that we, not only do the work with people, but also educating creative therapies are.
I think relationship is the key to any sort of mental health, I think.
Yeah.
So,
and I think when we recharge it at this forum, we're able to take what we've had with the healing and the learning and the collective beautiful love, and then each of us take out our little filled pieces of ourselves and then ripples out. It's like, woo, 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 and that's where it goes out to the community. We can feed each other's fire and this kind of gently ripple and heal and grow. And then other people will learn, and then they'll do the same thing.
It's so important for us all to get together. It's not just the learning, the content of what happens in all of the workshops, but it's meeting with each other and connecting with each other. And so part of what I hope that people take away are connections that are long-lasting and that turn into, more wonderful projects. And because we've had Anurada visiting this year from Nepal, maybe some of the projects will flow into Nepal.
Yeah.
Already you're thinking about that,
I'm
right?
also thinking about, and also started coordinating with different people, so how we can work together in future.
Yeah. Because we're here to make the world a better place.
Yeah.
So the further and wider it
yes.
spreads, the better.
Yes. I agree too.
Keep believing in the work that they do, that the work that they do, it may seem very subtle, but it's extremely powerful, and to keep advocating for the creative therapies within different populations of people and in different environments. And to find, just to find the strength within themselves to continue to just keep doing really good work.
My thoughts on how we can continue the connections. I mean, we're so fortunate how the internet enables us to be so much more connected now. So we can certainly keep collaborating on online events and forums. But for me, coming together in person and, is just so very important. So, it's a reminder to make time and make opportunities so that we can meet in person. Again, just to build each other up to keep doing the work.
Just like our beautiful installation playground on the beach, and now the seagulls are playing on it, and then a little child was walking through and under a piece. That's the ripples.
That's the ripple effect.
Ripples.
Yeah. And it'll be with others.
It'll be with others.
As we were with each other.
Yeah. And that sparkle of magic will just bloom, won't it?
Yeah.
There'll be something tremendous from that deep heart.
Yeah. Every year I'm moved and inspired, and in ways it actually feels like magic. That's how it feels. It feels like magic. Yeah.
As we carry these stories forward, we commit to sustaining creativity, connection, and collective care in our communities, in person, online, and around the world.
Yeah, it just helps you deal with who we are as people and your day-to-day life, and you know that you go down the beach and you'll be walking down and you'll see Carla, and then you have those interactions and the energy's amazing. It's beautiful.
Creative care anywhere. Join us in building a world where everyone belongs and thrives.
And